Good morning, everyone, and welcome once again to the Pete Torre Business Hour. Today, of course, as we do every 2 weeks, we have our segment from one of our really important partners, Florida International University's College of Business. And we've been looking at a program that they rolled out last summer, and we're going to talk more about it today, which is the Luxury Retail Management Program. Our guest today will be Federico Demarin. He is the Regional Human Resources Director of Latin America for Swarovski. And that is a tongue twister name, but it's a big, big company. And Federico will be joining us in a moment. But without further ado, let me bring on to the program Federico Demarin. How are you, my friend?
Very good. Thank you. Good morning, everyone.
Thank you for joining us. And, of course, we continue to hear news about this exciting luxury retail management program at FIU and how it connects to the city of Miami as one of the top luxury destinations in the entire world. Before we bring on Federico, let me tell you a little bit about him. Again, Regional Human Resources Director, Latin America for Swarovski. He graduated in Business Administration from the Universidad de Buenos Aires and an MBA in HR from La Universidad de Salvador, Argentina. His professional path took him to customer service, marketing, and sales before defining his way into human resources. All experiences gave him the chance to collect valuable insights of consumers, customers, and employees from different industries. He has complemented his qualifications with further programs and certifications such as lateral leadership, coaching, global HR business partner, luxury retail management, and effective use of power, among others, in prestigious institutions such as Corporate Leadership Council, FIU, Stanford, and Wharton. In his 15 years of experience within HR, he's had the chance to manage all HR functions with responsibility all over Latin American countries, including international assignments in Switzerland, Brazil, and the U.S., always working with multinational companies and really throughout the world. So we're honored to have you on the show today, Federico. And why don't you share with us a little bit more about this very exciting program, again, that is, of course, the Luxury Retail Management Program at FIU.
Sure. I think the most important thing about this program is how it was born. And this was a product of the interest of the main luxury brands present in Latin America with the headquarters here in Miami. They wanted to have a program targeting their middle managers and also any other person trying to join the luxury industry. So we built it with this focus. So it really comes from the brands directly. We decided to partner with the university that could provide us this international environment, also this knowledge about the region, Latin America. And based in Miami, obviously, FIU was the logical option. So all the brands, big brands like LVMH or Louis Vuitton, Swarovski, Cartier, or the Richmond Group, all those brands are behind this program. And for those who want to participate, it's an excellent chance to get a grasp on what luxury business is and also what these luxury brands do in their retail operations in the region.
Before we move on with the program, and there's so much to talk about this morning, I want to share with you an article that came out in Business Monday. And of course, in the Miami Herald, one of our partners here on the show, and it's an article from January 11th of this year, and you can still look at it online. But it talks about how South Florida, specifically Miami, has become a leading luxury capital of the world, where the wealthy shop for homes, yachts, exotic cars, designer clothes, jewelry, and so much more. And I think that this program, Federico, ties in very nicely to this market that is become Miami as a global luxury destination.
Absolutely. I think every luxury brand focuses on Miami. A lot of their customers, global customers, buy their luxury goods in Miami, even if they come from big cities in Europe or Latin America or Asia. And Miami offers a lot in terms of experience, luxury experience, not only products. So that's why Miami will continue growing and developing in this direction.
Let's talk a little bit more about the kinds of subjects that have been chosen and why in specific these subject matters.
So the subjects of the program were built on the real operational issues that the brands see in their operations in Latin America, and basically the gap that middle managers will have to face if they want to become managing directors or country managers in their next career step. So there's a lot about brand management. There's a lot about consumer experience. It's really much about around the consumer, which is what the luxury brand stands for, and also how to manage your sales channels, like online channel, stores. How is your consumer experience in every single detail? And I think the luxury industry is probably the most sophisticated and detailed industry when it comes to brand management. So there's a lot around that, together with other topics that are more operational, like logistics, or how to run the inside of your store in order to make the best sales.
Well, a big part of dealing with any particular market is the mindset that you have as the individual, as the professional serving that market. And you just alluded to it right now. When you talk about luxury, it starts with the mindset. It starts with the attitude. And you need to be able to welcome and make that type of a client comfortable in that environment, because, again, these are folks that are wealthy. These are folks that like and love the good life. And you need to be prepared from a mindset perspective and an attitude perspective, I think, before you learn any of the logistics.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we talk about that as well. I think our faculty and our program director are a great choice in that sense, because they can really transmit what this industry is about, the heart and soul of luxury. So everyone trying to join the industry, first they need to have this introduction. They need to understand what luxury stands for, and the standards and sophistication that requires for everything you do, from the moment someone gets into your store to the moment they leave. Everything is prepared. Everything is to the highest standard. So not everyone, obviously, can work on that level, but I think it's amazing for people who really want to see the best brand management you can find in any other industry.
Absolutely. Before we go to a break, Federico, why don't you tell us briefly about the director of the program and the faculty?
So the director of the program was found by FIU. The idea of the brands was to have someone from the industry, an industry expert in luxury. They found Ivan Kosmayer last year. This guy comes from the highest institutions and a very long experience developing luxury products as well as advising luxury brands. The faculty was also selected through this director, people that worked in the industry as CEOs, managing directors in different luxury brands. And today they continue developing around the world. They come from China, France, India, Brazil. So there's a really multinational faculty, and their experience as consultants, as managers, and as faculty members around the world is just priceless.
So we're speaking with Federico Demarin, again, Regional Human Resources Director for Latin America at Swarovski. And am I pronouncing that right, Federico?
Slightly. It's a tough cookie, obviously. The correct pronunciation should be Swarovski.
Swarovski, okay.
Yeah, but I know it's a difficult one.
I will get it straight by the end of the segment here. I promise you, my friend. Listen, we are talking about, again, the Luxury Retail Management Program at Florida International University's College of Business. We alluded to the fact that the Miami market, the city of Miami, is one of the top luxury destinations in the world. This is a program now that will enhance and welcome all of these types of customers and clients from all over the world and allow them to really have an incredible experience. Federico, let's talk about the experience from last year's participants when this program was rolled out for the first time.
Sure. Participants came from all luxury brands. these brands are part of a group called the Alta Gama. It's a forum for luxury brands here in Miami where all the senior managers of these companies work together. So there were participants from Tiffany, LVMH, Swarovski, Hugo Boss, and several players in the region, like Palacio de Hierro from Mexico or Iguatemi in Brazil. And these people, they're mostly middle management positions. They were looking for an opportunity to grow their knowledge and understanding, not only the industry, but also not only the luxury industry, but also the retail industry. I think they had an amazing experience. They were amazed by the faculty members and how much they could learn and take away from them. There's a lot of practical knowledge that was offered that they can immediately go back and start using. And also, it's an amazing opportunity to step up in their own organizations to show how much they can bring into the table to their managing directors or presidents or country managers. Because at the end, the idea is for them to have an opportunity to continue growing their career. And I think that was accomplished. The feedback was amazing. They all liked the faculty. They all liked the experience in FIU. And the touch with the industry. Even the people that actually came from outside of the luxury brands, they also enjoyed the chance to network with people from the industry and the senior managers that were also present during the program, as well as the HR representatives like myself and my colleagues from the other luxury brands. So it's an amazing network opportunity as well.
It is, and we had conversations on this a couple of weeks ago, and the fact that because of Miami's status as a luxury destination, there are other industries that are targeting that type of clientele. Case in point, the real estate industry, brokers that sell luxury homes and cater to the luxury client. This is a kind of program that will help them, I think, in many, many ways, starting again with the mindset and knowing the nuances of dealing with that type of a market. Wouldn't you agree?
Absolutely. The program goes a lot around the consumer and how the consumer thinks and how the consumer acts in their purchase behaviors. So anyone that wants to understand how a luxury consumer operates, this is a great chance, because this is the heart and soul of the program. It's all around the luxury consumer.
What do you believe will be different this year?
I think this year we have made an improvement in terms of the schedule. We moved from a 2 weeks program to a consolidated 1 or 10 days program. So I think it's easier for those international travelers. I think it also gives you the chance to be more connected in one way to the program and to your colleagues in the program, so that you spend more time together. You don't have to go back to your job in the middle, which also usually disconnects you from your groups and from your work you have to do. I think we have enhanced the subject as well. We have built it around 3 main pillars that will help participants really understand what the program stands for and what are the key takeaways for them. Also, we got a good field experiences this year. We're going to take participants to different locations, and so they can be in contact directly with the luxury world, not only the brands, but also companies and spaces, luxury spaces here in Miami.
You just mentioned something very important is and alludes to, again, focus. So many times we take courses, classes, workshops, and we're so wrapped up in what's going on in our regular business world, a typical day, all the business activities and meetings and texts and emails. It's very important that a program like this and any other top-level program, that once you make that decision to enroll and get involved, that you put everything into it and focus, because as much as the instructors are great and they bring a lot of information, a program like this requires participation by the attendees, because that's really where you're going to benefit most.
Yeah, totally. And you can see, I mean, that's probably the biggest value of having an institution like FIU, because on this kind of environment in College of Business, you can really dive in to the experience. You can really forget about everything else and focus on what's in front of you and the experiences that you have, the sharing that you have with the people around you and in front of you. And it's the best way to really get the best out of what you're paying for. At the end, every participant in this program, they're not here to just to spend some time in Miami. They're here really to take value. And the only way to get this value is to focus on what's around you and the experience itself.
Absolutely. And I know that you want to have a high enrollment. You want a lot of people attending, but you also want to have the folks that are going to be serious and are ready to roll up their sleeves and work, because education is not about sitting back and listening to a lecture. It's about listening and applying and being interactive. So although you want to get a high enrollment, get a lot of people there, but you also want to get the folks that are serious and focused, because those are the ones that will gain and benefit and will be walking ambassadors for next year. Absolutely.
And the luxury brands that participate in this program, they take a lot of care about who they send to their program. We have a selection process, a nomination process within the company at Swarovski and the other brands as well. And we in HR, now talking about HR in particular, human resources, we look into the program participants and we want people that may be a potential candidate for the future in our company. Because this is a very restricted industry. It's not for everyone, so it's a great place to really spot those talents that are, as you said, are material for luxury.
Absolutely. We have about a minute or two left, Federico. From your perspective and being in this world of human resources, HR, and the background that you have, how do you see in terms of an impact, an economic impact here for Miami as a result of this program?
I think Miami and its strategy in terms of attracting luxury, they will continue profiting from programs like this because it brings people that it's within the industry in different countries, also within the industry in other states in the U.S. And as more as these people come into Miami and they start enjoying and they start appreciating what the city has done for luxury and the luxury experience, this will definitely enhance the strategy. And it also, I think, if you bring the best people from the region Latin America, not only the ones working in our brands, but also those who want to get in, they will see Miami as a spot, that probably the place they started their luxury experience. So this leaves a mark.
I like that. Start their luxury experience. Okay, and two important questions. When will the program be held?
The program will be held in August. So we are in the middle of registrations. We're receiving registrations from the brands and also from people around the industry, as you say, people in real estate and people from other brands and other retailers that want to get into the industry. So this is the time to sign in.
Do we have the dates?
The specific date, I don't have it in my hand.
Okay.
I believe it's the second week of August.
All right. We will get that information. And, of course, this is going to be held at the Penal Center?
Correct.
Yes, over there on Brickell Avenue. So we will get that information to all of you that are listening today that want to find out more about the program, and we'll get the dates and we'll get the times and everything for you. Don't worry about that. We'll make sure to get that information. Federico, this has been phenomenal. I really appreciate, I know our listeners appreciate the time you've taken to share your thoughts and insights. You're an industry expert, and again, we thank you for your time this morning.
No, not at all. Thank to you, and thank to all those listening.
Thank you, my friend. Have a great one. Take care.
Take care. Bye-bye.